It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Alright guys, it's that time we gotta start the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Just Freakin Wrestling, the JFW podcast, hosted by Travis D.
I'm Dallas.
And guys, Dizzle J is not here with us today. And it's okay. You know, he has some stuff he has to take care of, but the show must go on. And luckily, when he's not here, I'm not alone. Because Dally's here. I am so happy that you're part of this, because now I don't have to sit here alone.
Glad I'm here for you.
Yeah, that's optimistic. Guys, we have a lot to cover today. We're going to go over the results of the NXT TakeOver Portland pay-per-view that happened this past Sunday. Obviously, the Raw results. I'm going to do the AEW results. Big fucking deal. Dally's going to take over the SmackDown results for this week, as well as doing NXT. We're going to do predictions on the Super Showdown happening in Saudi Arabia, as well as the AEW, I think it's Revolution, happening in Chicago. Also, we got the match card for SCW. We're going to go over too a little bit. And Dally, being a employee of SCW, you'll call it, or something like that. You sell merchandise. We're going to talk a little bit about SCW as well. So I'm super excited to dive into all that. We're going to get started here in a little bit. But I just want to remind you all that this episode of JFW is brought to you by Audible.com. If you're just like me and you're a huge fan of stories and reading about history and stuff like that, you prefer to hear the audio side of it instead of reading the book yourself, Audible.com is the best place for you to go. It's a one-stop shop for all audiobooks. If you go to audibletrial.com/freaknet today, you get a 30-day free trial plus a credit to your first book purchase. Again, audibletrial.com/freaknet today. All right, Dally, you're 2 weeks into the new podcast and everything. Tell me how you feel about it. How did you feel after your first week here?
It's great. I don't know how I got stuck with you my second week, but
I know, right? It's sadness, right?
It's a travesty.
God. So, real quick, what the hell's with the shirt?
What do you mean, what's with my shirt?
What's with the shirt? Where's the JFW shirt?
It's dirty.
God damn.
I can't wear it every week.
Well, you can always buy a new shirt like I did.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Travis T. Dizzle J.
Where's my name?
Well, this happened before you.
No, okay.
Come on now. You know women can't be president. Guys, this shirt is available at tpublic.com. Just go to tepblic.com, search JFW, and pick up your own merchandise today. I went on a spending spree myself because the sale's going on right now. I got us some awesome JFW coffee mugs with the new logo over there, as well as the old logo over here. The new logo is the same logo that I found on Dally's shirt from last week. So make sure you check out tpublic.com, search JFW, and pick up your merchandise and everything. There's a sale every month for about a week. You get 35% off everything from t-shirts to stickers and magnets and pins, tapestries and posters and pillowcases, laptop cases, phone cases. So many different things to choose from. So check it out again, tpublic.com, search JFW. All right. God, what do you want to do first? I guess takeover results, right?
Just dive right in.
Takeover?
Yeah.
Cool. Dally joined the prediction contest thing we do monthly. She picked up the win, so you have one up on Dizzle J. And it's
probably how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good knowing that he's still failing at this. I gotta say though, a lot of these wins were very surprising, and I want to kind of talk just for a little bit because we do have a lot to go over. So the show opened up with Keith Lee taking on Dominic Djokovic for the North American Championship. We did see Keith Lee retain his title, but there were a lot of moments where it seemed like Dominic could potentially pick up the win.
Yeah. It was definitely like kept on your tippy toes kind of match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't make fun of me.
You're my favorite person to podcast with right here.
Don't be sarcastic.
No, never. Never.
You're not Travis.
No one can be Travis. Oh, shit. Okay. North American title, Keith Lee. Okay, now he beat Dominic. Who's the next person you think is going to be in line for it? I mean, it could be Killian Dane, Damian Priest. maybe even Velveteen Dream gets back into it. I mean, who knows what's going on with the Roderick Strong feud and all that.
Yeah.
But
Maybe turn into a triple threat type deal.
Exactly. And I think even Dizzle J said this potentially could have been match of the night and everything. And I think it had that potential, especially starting out the pay-per-view. So, Dakota Kai took on Tegan Nox in a street fight. We saw Kai pick up the win against Tegan. Obviously, she had some help from, was it Mercedes?
Raquel? Was it Raquel?
I wish I can't remember it off the top of my head. For some reason, I want to say her name was Mercedes.
It's not Mercedes. I could guarantee you that.
Who was it? NXT results person.
I don't. She wasn't.
Oh no!
Oh no! Well, I fail. I'm fired.
But there was interference. We saw interference come in, and I think it kind of falls on Tegan Nox with the. It's her fault that she lost because I think she was more focused on ending Kai than it was actually beating her.
Yeah.
So. And plus, I think in that spot where she was supposed to go through the table and missed it. First off, awesome move from the top. Obviously, the landing wasn't great. Didn't go through the table, just kind of bounced off of it. But overall, great match. One of two women's matches, which is really cool to see more women's matches becoming a thing in pay-per-views and takeovers and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Finn Balor took on Johnny Gargano, which I was surprised that Balor picked up the win here.
I wasn't.
I mean, well, he hasn't lost since he's back to NXT. So I figured on a takeover where there's, Johnny
It was going to be someone who's going to be Johnny.
Yeah. It was a good match. I don't think it lived up to the Lee Dominic match. I think people are still kind of getting over the fact that match happened, which I felt bad for Nox and Kai having to follow that. I kind of see the fans weren't really into it as much as I think they could have been. But you want to talk about Ripley and Belair's match? I can do it if you don't want. That's fine.
You're better at it.
Alright, I got it, Jay. Don't worry. Oh, I'm sorry, Dally. Sorry. This is confusing me here. Rhea Ripley defended her women's championship match against Bianca Belair. Bianca is still, living that high moment from like the Royal Rumble and everything, like the complete dominance she showed there. Obviously, couldn't finish off Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley did retain the title, and I guess the victory celebration was very short-lived when
Charlotte attacked her from behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was that takeover where she announced that she was going to see Ripley at WrestleMania.
Yep. So that match is confirmed.
Yeah. Now, is it worth wasting a Royal Rumble win on the NXT Championship?
That was what I was debating in my head as well. I mean, I think it's going to be a great match, no doubt. They're two of the best women in the business right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Broserweights took on Undisputed Era for the tag team titles. Broserweights picked up the win. That was kind of a given. I mean, obviously, Undisputed Era doesn't need to hold the titles the entire time. There are other people that deserve the opportunity to be champion and to see how well they can carry the tag team division. I'm not a huge fan of the Broserweights, and it's not because of their name, which is a completely dumb fucking name. I'm not a big fan of people being thrown together to win opportunities that tag teams could win.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like, I think the Grizzled Young Veterans should have won the tournament. I think they should have won the tag team titles. Granted, NXT UK does have their own tag team championships and everything, but the fact that Riddle and Dunn were thrown together because they had nothing else for them is, I think, a complete waste of tag teams in the business.
I mean, I could agree, but I think Dunn and Riddle are still great talent.
Yeah, but not as a tag team. I mean, that was like fucking like Mulligan and Marche and SCW. It just didn't make sense. Two top guys that just throw together a tag team because they have nothing else for them, and Sentinel's president? Come on now.
Don't look at me.
I'll say it. Cole versus Ciampa. I think this was everything everybody was hoping for. Ciampa was so close to picking up the win, and I think one of the biggest shocks of the night was Gargano out there and cost him the title.
Yep. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of sick of the back and forth with them, too.
I think they're trying to pick up what they missed when he went out for neck surgery.
It was like they were together in the tag tournament and then cost him the title. It's just like...
How
many times? How many times? Big friends or you're not?
They got built to WrestleMania. Overall, there was 6 matches. You picked 5 of them correctly, and then me and Dizzle J both picked 4 of them correctly. Giving you the win for this month. The next one is going to be SCW Showdown that we'll talk about more at the end of the show.
SCW Showdown?
Yeah. That's a new pay-per-view idea, though. It should be. WWE Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia is going to be the next show. I believe that's the 27th, I think you said it was, Thursday. So we'll go through those those predictions towards the end of the show. I do want to dive into the televised results and everything. Raw, we saw Randy and Matt have another promo segment where they're supposed to have a street fight. Clearly, that wasn't going to fucking happen. Randy attacked him again. Gave him a concerto on the stairs twice. I don't know why they need to continue to do that. Hey, whatever. Their choice.
Just completely burying Matt.
Well, he's leaving. So.
Well, yeah.
Broken Matt Hardy's going to show up at AEW.
Hopefully.
Aleister Black took on Eric Rowan. Aleister picked up the victory against Rowan, which is a nice change of pace to see Rowan face somebody who wasn't a local talent. It just sucks that he had to pick up a loss, so I think all that building up they're doing really kind of just killed it. Charlotte had a promo. She said she's going to put the NXT brand over in her own way and talk about her struggles she had in NXT, which I really don't think she had any struggles in NXT, but...
You would say that.
Because it's true. Come on. The only reason she was in NXT to begin with is because, like, hey, we have to do this for you. But don't worry. You're going to be 10-time champ in 3 years. But
Hater.
No, yeah. That's right. I hate her.
You're a hater.
Oh, okay, cool.
Jeez.
Riddick Moss took on Mojo Rawley and R-Truth in a triple threat for the 24/7 title, where Riddick took the title, retained it, ran off, because that's what you do for a 24/7 title. You win and run. McIntyre took on MVP, which was surprising because I assumed MVP was done wrestling in WWE.
You know so?
Well, that's why.
He would have been in the Rumble for a reason, I think. I
thought the only reason he was back was to have one more match, and that's when he faced Rey Mysterio the following Monday. And I thought that was supposed to be it.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Obviously, McIntyre picked up the win against MVP. MVP is still a good wrestler. I think he can still go, but it's one of those things, and I've talked about it before, and I don't think I talked about it last week, but I'm not a huge fan of veterans wrestling so much anymore when like their time kind of passed on. Like MVP, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. I mean, even The Undertaker. Like when you have your prime and you have your career and everything, when you hit like the ending of it, that should be it, and should leave opportunities for other people to compete and have their time on television, like Eric Young or EC3 or any other person who sits in the back and doesn't do anything because MVP wants to come back and have a couple matches. You could have an enhancement talent match. You could have McIntyre take on Eric Young and still put him over like he did for MVP. Becky had a promo. She's preparing to pay her fines in advance for the damage she's going to do to Shayna Baszler at the Elimination Chamber. Fuck Becky. Garza and Lashley took on Humberto Carrillo and Rusev in a tag team match. Garza and Lashley picked up the win. It was a quick roll by Garza to take the win, and I mean I think it's pretty cool that Garza is still showing that he's capable of being a Raw talent while still being an NXT talent. Natalya took on Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane picked up the win after Asuka attacked Natalya on the outside in a 10 count. Seth Rollins did his sermon, which was also dumb. Nothing to talk about there. Ricochet took on Carl Anderson after the returning AJ Styles was talking about WrestleMania being the new face of Mr. WrestleMania. There's actually a rumor that he may face The Undertaker this year at WrestleMania.
I didn't hear that, but I would enjoy that.
I like to research sometimes. For a wrestling podcast, I feel that you should read wrestling news.
Okay.
It feels like Jay never left.
Someone's got to fill a spot.
You're like my Mrs. 33%.
Hey, I'm still new here. Leave me alone. I will still continue to use that.
Right? It's never going to get easier. Alright, KO and the Viking Raiders took on Murphy and AOP. Seth interfered, caused disqualification. Street Profits came out to the rescue. I feel like they're gonna be growing these big, like almost like gangland kind of like battle between Rollins and the Monday Night Messiah group against Owens and whatever crew he develops. Because it's even like Jay said, like there's rumor that he's supposed to make this group of guys.
Yeah, so like was it 10 or 11 or something like that?
Yeah. So it's, I mean, I have no doubt that Owens is probably gonna do the same thing. I still believe that Samoa Joe should have been part of it, but I heard actually he got injured too. Like that fucking guy. And Raw went off the air. So if you want, you can do your NXT results.
NXT? Okay.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You gonna interrupt me?
I will find out.
Okay. NXT opened with the Undisputed Era. They came out celebrating their victory, saying "I told you so," all that stuff. Obviously, Velveteen Dream showed up on the screen. He challenged Roderick Strong later in the night in a match. Opening match was Lio Rush versus.
Yeah, before we dive into that, guys.
Okay. You know what?
If you had a chance to, make sure to check out patreon.com/JFW podcast. If you guys haven't had a chance to look at it yet, patreon.com is a one-stop place where you can help out podcasters, creators alike. Yeah, you can sign up for any monthly subscription tier that we have, from $1 down to $15. Every tier offers you more and more prizes. The more you spend, the more you get, and everything that you contribute goes right back into the podcast and helps us do things like video podcasting and maybe doing more on the location stuff we're going to do for YouTube, such as toy store visits and recreating promos and stuff like that too. Patreon.com/JFW podcast. Check it out, sign up, and help out the podcast. There you go.
Are you done?
I'm good now.
Okay, you're good.
For now.
Opening match was Lio Rush versus Jordan Devlin for the Cruiserweight Championship. Mm-hmm. Jordan Devlin retained. I think he's got a long run ahead of him, personally. Regal announced that in 2 weeks, Dakota Kai will face Tegan Nox in a steel cage match. So, no outside interferences type deal.
Yeah, because from what I've seen in wrestling, steel cages usually keep people out pretty well. So please go ahead, continue.
Okay.
You good?
You're gonna make fun of me throughout the whole thing?
No, you got this. You are crushing it. Jesus. Welcome to the podcast, Dally.
Okay, so the next thing was Austin Theory came out for a match, but no sooner did he get in the ring, Ciampa came out, circled the ring, got the mic, kind of stopped him from having his match.
I love what did he say, like, not tonight?
Not tonight, yeah. And then he continued to push his buttons. Mm-hmm. That turned into an attack. Later on, they announced that Ciampa will face Austin next week. So that turned into a match for next week. Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde versus the Grizzled Young Veterans. You mentioned them earlier.
Love the Grizzled Young Veterans.
They took the victory. Another tag team match, the Broserweights versus Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Broserweights obviously took the win after their big title win at TakeOver. Keith Lee got interrupted by Kona Reeves. Basically, didn't even have time to grab the mic, got pounced right away. Basically, a splash match was like 10 seconds. And then Dijakovic came out and basically challenged Lee again. So, and Lee basically said, hey, if you could talk Regal into it, we could fight forever. And that started a chant from the crowd and everything. They got a little bit over there. Keaton Carter versus Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green got the victory after Bianca Belair actually interrupted the match. Jumped in the ring with the mic, basically called out Charlotte Flair. So I can see that being a match down the line sometime soon.
Yeah, they'll probably be on what? Charlotte's on Raw, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll probably be on Raw. Or maybe she'll put it on NXT.
Who knows?
What would you rather see it on, Raw or NXT?
I mean, more people will see it if it's on Raw, personally, so.
Yeah. Or maybe it's a way to get people to tune into NXT. I mean, obviously still going head-to-head with AEW.
True. I think Bianca Belair is a future champion, no doubt, so I think that'll be a phenomenal match, too. Finished up the night with Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong. Yui actually stayed out throughout almost the entire match until the ending. Velveteen Dream got the victory and then got attacked by Yui. So that's how NXT went off the air.
Nice. Alright, I guess I'll do AEW results.
You guess?
I guess so.
Someone's gonna do it.
Show opened up with Tag Team Battle Royal. Young Bucks picked up the win. They're going to go on and face
Omega and Page.
Omega and Page at Revolution. Omega and Page had a tag team title match against the Lucha Bros, so even if they lost against the Lucha Bros would have been taking on the Young Bucks at Revolution. Not the case. Omega and Page picked up the win. Young Bucks came out to congratulate him and everything, and instead of Page wanting to shake their hand, he got out of the ring, grabbed a beer from one of the fans, and drank it and walked away. Shauna took on Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander picked up the win against her. John Moxley took on Jeff Cobb. Moxley picked up the win and was later attacked by the Inner Circle, only to be saved later on by Dustin Rhodes, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but it's not important because it's AEW. Show ended with Cody taking the win against Wardlow in the cage match, which I don't know if you had a chance to watch AEW or see what their cage was like. Fucking goofy.
Goofy?
It goes straight to the ground, and there's maybe a 3-inch gap between the ring and the cage. So it's a cool ring, kind of, except for the fact it goes all the way to the ground. So it encases the entire ring instead of sitting on the mat. Not a huge fan of that. Cody did pick up the win from an awesome moonsault from the top rope. Now he's going to go on to face MJF at Revolution. Yeah, SmackDown now.
Oh, I have SmackDown now?
Yeah, SmackDown now.
Okay. Hang on. Let me find it.
Yeah, no problem. Take
Yep.
your time. We got all the time in the
all the
world.
time.
We have all the time in the world.
Okay, SmackDown opened up with the Usos and the New Day taking on Miz and Morrison with Robert Roode.
Robert Roode.
Sorry. And Dolph Ziggler. The Usos and New Day took the win. There was a promo with Mandy and Tucker Knight. I know your boy Otis got his heart broken last week.
Sad.
So Tucker kind of was looking for answers from Mandy. Mandy's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because you mentioned Mandy text Otis saying that she was going to be late.
Yeah, and she had no idea what he was talking about.
Who do you think sent the text? It had been Sonya, right?
Maybe.
It had to be
It
Sonya.
had to be someone that had access to her phone. That would be the thing that makes the most sense. Really?
Well, Kevin Nash sent that text to himself from Triple H's phone about attacking CM Punk. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, however many years ago.
Yeah. It had to been Sonya. It's got to be Sonya. I mean, because I think you're going to try to play it off as if it's Dolph Ziggler, but I think in the end it's going to be Sonya.
Yeah, because Dolph would have no way to get her phone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So sad. Poor Otis.
And then there was an interview with Lacey Evans, basically telling Renee that she's still in the Elimination Chamber. She wants to head to WrestleMania. So, she is basically putting the locker room on notice. Braun Strowman and Elias, versus Nakamura and Cesaro in the Symphony of Destruction match, which was interesting.
I mean, he got over, I guess.
And Strowman and Elias got the victory there. There was a moment of bliss segment with the Bella Twins after that. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm done with the Bellas.
Me too. I hate them. I hate's a strong word. I shouldn't say that.
I dislike them intensely.
Nothing against them personally, but as wrestlers.
No, mine's all personal.
No.
Mine's completely personal.
Oh. I didn't know you knew then.
How do you do that to John?
Okay, are you done?
I'm over it now.
You over it?
Otis! No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Daniel Bryan took on Heath Slater. Daniel Bryan got the victory.
I gotta say, props to Heath challenging for a rematch. I mean...
But it went more than, 2-3 minutes?
Oh, yeah, you got a little bit more in there.
A little bit.
You got his shit in.
Just a little bit. Next was the number one contendership for the SmackDown Women's title with Naomi and Carmella. And Naomi got the victory there, so she's headed to Super Showdown.
I was
with
surprised
Bayley.
Naomi won. I thought it was gonna be more of Carmella. And when it comes to Super Showdown, I mean, obviously we heard all of the issues that happened in the last Saudi Arabian show where the getting home thing was an issue. So I'm really surprised that they're able to kind of fill like the match card with select stars who are still willing to go do that stuff.
I was too.
But it's cool. I mean, Naomi's back, and because of that, she gets an opportunity to fight for a championship that she once held for. I think she was the longest before Bayley was.
I don't know. I know she held it twice. I think they said 2 times she.
Mm-hmm.
So that was actually the last match of the night.
Okay.
Sheamus entered the Elimination Chamber and a promo. Basically put like Roman notice just like Lacey did. Goldberg was there. He came out and who shows up? The Fiend. Shocker there. So basically Goldberg hit Fiend with a spear and then the Fiend just disappeared. The lights went out and he disappeared, setting up for the match in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Goldberg. So, I don't know, I mean, SmackDown, it was like... it
was kind of uneventful.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the women's match, I mean, it was pretty boring. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it.
Yeah. I mean, this definitely isn't a build to Road to WrestleMania thing. And I think when you had the Super Showdown happening beforehand and you had it's happening for the Elimination Chamber, you kind of lose that because now you have to build 2 Super Showdown while still trying to build to the Elimination Chamber on top of still trying to build a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So it's very overwhelming how they're doing all this, but I mean, I guess they're doing their best with what they can, and fucking Goldberg is there, so.
I'm surprised you got a good crowd reaction, too. I wasn't expecting that. I thought the feud would have been more over.
Goldberg.
I know, but he...
You can't knock Goldberg. It's fucking Goldberg. It's Bill Goldberg. Alright. We want to do AEW Revolution predictions or Super Showdown predictions first?
Let's do AEW first.
Excellent. Get the worst out of the way. Alright. Dustin Rhodes is taking on Hagar. I'm picking Hagar to win.
I got Dustin.
Okay. Paige and Omega are taking on the Young Bucks for the tag titles. I'm picking Paige and Omega.
I would like to see the Young Bucks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cody's taking on MJF. I am picking Cody.
Got Cody as well.
And finally, AEW Championship match. Jericho's taking on Moxley. I pick Moxley.
Me too. Moxley. All the way.
Now, I don't know if they're going to add any other matches or anything because this isn't until next Saturday. So maybe Thursday's going to bring out. So it's possible there'll be some add-in, but we'll do this. If they add more shows, then we can just do more predictions for those next week. Because we got a lot to go over for next. I mean, we got a lot to do next week to get a show in before the SCW show happens. So, and plus we go over the results of Super Showdown. That's on Thursday. So why don't you go ahead and read off the matches for Super Showdown and tell me your picks, and I'll tell you mine.
Okay, The Fiend and Goldberg.
All right, I'm going Fiend.
Me as well.
Mm-hmm.
Lesnar versus Ricochet.
I'm going Lesnar.
Lesnar. King Corbin versus Roman Reigns.
I'm going Roman. That's a cage match. So,
A steel cage, right?
Yeah. I'm going Roman.
I'm going Roman too. SmackDown Tag Team titles: New Day versus Miz and Morrison.
I'm going Miz and Morrison.
Me too. Miz and Morrison.
I think that would be tie, isn't it?
It might be. It might be. I think it would be cool to see them be the top team again.
I think it'd be nice, yeah. I mean, it's nothing against a New Day. It's just like we've seen it for so long.
Yeah, but over and over and over and over. Okay, Raw Tag titles: Seth Rollins and Murphy versus Street Profits.
Rollins and Murphy.
I got Rollins and Murphy too.
No.
And then I don't know how you pronounce this.
The two-week.
Yeah, the 2-week gauntlet
trophy. Yeah,
match.
Styles, Andrade, Lashley, Rowan, R-Truth, and Rusev. I want Styles.
I picked Styles.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What about Bayley versus Naomi?
I hate to say it, but Bayley.
Right.
They can't do
Well, I'm excited to see what Dizzle J's picks are. Actually, I don't know if I could really have Dizzle J make his picks because he didn't do it with us. That'd be cheating.
He just automatically loses.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. We all picked the same thing, so. Holy shit. All right. Let's get to SCW. I don't know. How long, what does that clock say over there? How long have we been recording for?
I can't see.
God.
What? Where's the clock?
Oh, the timer right there on the computer.
Oh, I don't know. I can't see.
You should be able to tell me. I feel like we're rolling right through this, but it's nice when you have a consistent flow of me talking and you not. It really makes it go by quick.
Really?
God.
I'm glad I could help you out.
Right? I can't even say I miss Jay because it's the same. Okay. SCW, February 29th, Shaban Civic Center. Guys, I mention it every time SCW has a show. Tickets are $12 at the door, $10 pre-sale at Fit Body U, Justice Martial Arts, and Glassworks, all in Bourbonnais. Doors open at 6, bell times at 7. They have announced Elite Pain is going to take on the new formed tag team of Cobra versus Just Amazing. So I'm going to assume Wild's going to be in the corner of Cobra and Amazing as they take on Elite Pain. Tag titles are not on the line. I'm okay with that. I don't think a new tag team needs to have a title shot right away. I think they really got to prove themselves to see how they do first.
Exactly.
You know, and it's a weird thing, too, is like, you know, I remember, like maybe a year or so ago, Bobby Blues used to manage Elite Pain, and now he doesn't anymore. I'm kind of disappointed at that. I miss heel Bobby Blues.
I know.
God, I like heel Bobby Blues. I don't like this goofy
Who's
ass.
Bobby Blues?
The fucking guy who comes out in the fucking...
I'm lying. I'm messing with you. I'm being sarcastic because I don't like Bobby
Oh,
Blues.
well, you crushed it.
Oh, did I crush it?
God. I sense the sarcasm so well that... Hudson's taking on Max Blaylock in a singles match. I was told...
What did you say
Which
first?
one?
I'm sorry.
Hudson?
Oh, Hudson.
Hudson?
I didn't hear what you said. You talked too
AOW
fast.
Hudson?
I got you.
Hudson?
Okay.
Former AOW Tag Team Champ Hudson? Hudson? Future of SCW Hudson? As told by SCW officials, they are making Creed sit out for the match due to a healing of a knee injury. Speedy recovery, bro. Hopefully you get that shit figured out. Hate to be left in the dust by Blaylock. Janetti. Genesis Championship match. Jake Andrews challenged Sheik last month. Sheik accepted. I'm excited because I think this may be where Jake kind of breaks out of like the family and becomes a single champion.
Would be nice.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I think Jake is definitely, him and JPH are definitely the future of SCW, along with Blaylock and Creed. I don't want to, forget about them either, but Angus is making his return to SCW as he takes on Natasha Crane in a one-on-one match. We've seen a lot of issues with them. The whole falling out, the Unholy Alliance and everything. Also to appear on the show is Cody Jones, Bulletproof LLC, Zach Hendricks, Marche Rocket, and JPH. Kendra Hall is having a one-on-one match against Paloma Star, a rematch from last month for the SCW Women's Championship. And, of course, Heavyweight Championship is on the line as current SCW three-time Heavyweight Champion Max Holiday. Got a problem with Holiday?
Not at all.
The three-time champ. The best that the Midwest has to offer. Max Holiday. Takes on Santana Starks. Now, you want to explain your problem with Holiday as you're fucking raspberrying all over my stuff?
He can never just do it. He's always got to have someone do the work for him.
No, he wins.
No.
He beat Maverick twice for the title. Beat Hunter Payne for it.
With help.
Of his boot named Sue.
No.
It's okay. Three-time SCW heavyweight champion. I believe he's the only three-time heavyweight champion, if I remember correctly.
Maybe.
Yeah. I know Mavericks held it twice. Ian Gager once.
Marche.
Yeah, big deal. He was handed it.
Mulligan. Right?
No.
No? That was tag?
Yeah. He was tag team with Marche.
Yeah.
Yeah. Max Holiday.
Who can keep up?
Who could keep up with Max Holiday?
No, not...
I'll tell you who cannot keep up. Oh, hey, show me your shirt real quick. I want to show who can't keep up with Max Holiday. Bully Payne. Remember he lost? You lost to Holiday? Right? Come on, you were there. You're selling t-shirts and shit. Alright, you think Holiday's going to walk out with the title?
Yeah.
Yeah? How about Genesis? Who do you think's going to take home the Genesis title?
I want to see Jake.
I would love to see Jake win it. How about the women? Do you think Palmer's going to hold on to it, or is Kendra Hall the... Because this is only her second time in SCW.
I think Paloma's got it.
Yeah.
I mean, down the line, I would like to see Paloma and Natasha go at it. I mean, I don't know if it will or when, but I think that's the future.
Well, there was announced on SCW that there is a big return happening next week on SCW. They're not revealing anything about it to anybody. But if you had to guess, who do you think the return is?
I have no clue. It's been eating at me all week. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, who could it be? I have no clue.
Right. I've heard a lot of people guess Rough Crossings. I would love to see Evil Sierra come back. I mean, I
definitely need more women.
Yeah, she made her announcement that she's returning to wrestling, taking bookings. I pray to God she ends up back in SCW again. I'm just trying to think of who else maybe it could be. You know, I don't think
Gager.
I don't know. I don't think he wrestles anymore.
No?
I think he's too busy just being an advisor up in Green Bay or some shit. Craig Mitchell, I wouldn't mind seeing. Always fan of Craig Mitchell. Well, you work for SCW. Let's talk about SCW for a little bit.
Oh, Lord.
I know, right? I mean, that's all we
don't make me stab you with my pencil.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. So you've been with SCW for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
It's been quite a few years. You have worked for both under President Keast and Sentinel. Who's the better president?
Honestly?
Yeah. Might as well say it. You're talking to Mike.
I'm a Keast girl.
Fuck yeah, you're a Keast. Everyone's a Keast girl. I'm a Keast girl. Fuck yeah. Absolutely Keast. Wanna why? Because Sentinel's an idiot.
I have nothing against Sentinel. He's
a
not
mouth
bad.
breather.
He's not bad.
He looks like a butternut squash. He can't breathe with his mouth shut.
I wouldn't go that far.
He wore his wife's fucking robe in front of the Christmas tree as he announced he wasn't going to fucking be at a wrestling show. He made 3 SCW shows last year.
Maybe he's busy.
He gave my Fan of the Year award to some family with a bunch of bratty kids. I'll say it. That's my
That's
Fan
personal,
of the Year.
though.
That's my Fan of the Year award that I want. I deserve. Because I sit here and I promote Southland Championship Wrestling on a weekly basis. Fan of the Year. I don't care if I'm there
Sentinel is the one that made the match with Hunter Payne and Max Holiday, though, which is the reason Max Holiday is champion. So, what do you think of that?
I know.
So you can't be mad at that.
He was entitled to a rematch.
Entitled?
Yeah. Well, Sentinel now allowing Hunter Payne to defend his title in October. We could have had Hunter Payne be champion for just a month and save all of us the problems and concerns of looking at fucking geriatric hip pain wander through the fucking crowd, forgetting the fact that he had a match until it clicked in his fucking head at last minute, oh yeah, I'm out here to do what I do. You know, or however he talks. I'm assuming it's very similar to that.
What do you have against Hunter Payne? For real.
God, so much.
I don't think you have an answer. I really don't.
No, it's just it's the same conversation I had with him at the very beginning where this all started. Is that he was supposed to have this major battle with fucking Max Holiday at the ARW show, and instead of fighting him in the ring, he runs off, and fucking Max has to chase him to the back, and then there's this double disqualification and shit. And fucking Hunter's son has to get in the middle of it and let's not keep his shit to himself and everything. But no, he has to protect fucking Pappy and shit. God forbid Hunter can't defend himself in a match. But hey, it's cool because Sentinel was there to save the day when all he was doing was checking on the
When Holiday wouldn't have won if it wasn't for his little...
Sentinel pushed Holiday off the top of the ring. Okay? That was him interfering in a match that he clearly didn't believe Hunter Payne could win.
I don't think that's true.
That's exactly true.
No, it's not.
Who's champion?
Doesn't matter.
Who's champion? Just curious. I think they missed it. Who's champion? Who's champion? Right there. Speaking to the mic right there.
You know who it is.
Right?
I don't need to say it.
Who'd he beat?
Okay, they know.
Who'd he beat? That's another thing. If Hunter Payne is such a good guy and everything, why is he okay with Maverick Cage being beat up by his tag team partner? And
He wasn't even there.
Wasn't even there. He's out for himself. Anyway, to go back to what I was saying and how this all started, all I simply told the guy is that maybe he lost the intensity he used to have. I remember him wrestling as Balthazar. I remember how intense he was. It's just not there anymore. He very John Cena himself. He went slightly PG. And I'm not gonna lie, I still like Hunter Payne. I just would rather have old Hunter Payne back. It's like with the WCW WWF Invasion. When Vince McMahon, he wanted the old Stone Cold. He didn't want the hugging fucking Stone Cold. Well, that's what we got. We got huggy fucking Hunter Payne. And all he does is instead of bring out the intensity and give everybody what he wants, he does the bare minimum to try to get through the matches. I'm sorry. Hunter Payne, great guy. Maybe at the end of his rope.
You think?
I do.
I don't know.
I'm not wrong. I'm not. I won't be wrong.
You won't. Oh.
I just like to say, all I want to do is just bring a little more intensity.
He's gonna get you, and I'm gonna laugh.
He's not gonna get me. You kidding me? I'm fat as fuck, and he can't catch me. Come on now. That's how you know you're done.
You'd be surprised at how fast you can run.
Nah. Probably nah. Fuck no. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do Dizzle J's pick of the week.
Do you have it?
I do. Guys, outside of wrestling real quick, I got the Disney Plus. I'm a huge fan of Boy Meets World, so I've been watching that shit. And it's amazing how much Vader makes an appearance on Boy Meets World.
I remember that.
And it still pisses me off that even to this day, he is not being considered for the Hall of Fame. For some God knows what reason, it's still not being considered for it. So, as a gift to you guys, I'm posting a match, Vader versus Sting. One-on-one. I believe it was Bash at the Beach. I have to double check. But it's a great match. They had so many good matches throughout the early 80s and stuff like that. So that's going to be posted up on the Facebook page this weekend. So make sure you check it out. Vader versus Sting. And this is Surfer Sting. This is bleach blonde fucking Surfer Sting. I'm super excited. I watched the match like twice. Very good match. Also, what did you think about the new intro?
What new intro?
The new intro that I sent you. The whole like Vader-esque like tribute beginning.
Oh, is that what that was?
Fuck yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, I showed everyone on Freakin Studios and they loved it.
I liked it.
You have no idea how many times I replayed that.
Really?
I was so proud of myself.
Do you want a high five?
No. I'll put your hand down. Stop it.
I'm just gonna make you feel better.
We don't high five here. You want a fist bump? Go ahead. There we go, bro. Make it explode. Okay. God, I almost said Jay. Fuck. Dally, what is your holy shit moment of the week?
Charlotte challenging Rhea. Making it official for WrestleMania.
Yeah. Is that a match? Is that a show opener?
I don't know.
Would you make it a show opener?
I would not.
No.
I would not.
It wouldn't be main event, though.
Maybe pre, you mean?
No, not that late.
Yeah.
Not that late into it.
A women's match will be pre-main.
Becky's probably going to end up taking on Baszler. So that could be pre-main event. But I think
Rhea and Charlotte would be a better match, personally.
I bet it's an opener.
But
there's nothing wrong with an opening match anymore when it comes to...
No, there's nothing wrong with an opening match, but I don't think that match is going to open.
It's still going to open.
You're wrong.
Not really. I went with the WWE Network's release of the Ruthless Aggression era series. It's really cool to get more of the behind the scenes on the build up post Attitude Era, post Invasion, and growth into the Attitude Era, and even the growth into John Cena from Ruthless Aggression John Cena to the Thugonomics John Cena.
Aren't you super excited for next week?
If they do it right, yes. If he comes back in the right way, absolutely. But I don't know. I guess it kind of just depends on what kind of haircut he has. If he has, like, Dad and George's haircut. Or Word Life, John Cena.
You think he'll be at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, he's probably going to... I don't know who he fucking face. Maybe it's Hulk Hogan.
Really?
God, I hope so. Seeing John Cena take on Hulk Hogan is watching, like, Hunter Payne take on some other old, useless fucking person. What's your Who Gives a Shit moment of the week?
Am I get heat for this? I don't care. The Bella's going to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
I could care less.
Right. How dumb is that?
So
Probably
dumb.
well deserved. Maybe a few years down the line.
I mean, I just think it is soon after.
I think it's dumb how they had the Bella twins going in and Miss Elizabeth still has not been.
Really?
Yeah.
That is kind of bullshit.
Right? Goofy.
I personally do not like them as wrestlers at all. They weren't entertaining to me. Nothing against them personally. But as wrestlers, not a fan.
Oh my man. I went with the Matt Hardy attack on Raw. I didn't think it needed to happen for a second time, and I'm pretty sure it's probably going to happen for a third time next week. Oh man. Did we get through everything?
I don't know. Did you get through all the predictions?
Yeah. Super Showdown. We did AEW. We did the results for Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and AEW. We did the SCW. I made fun of Hunter Payne.
Did you do all?
Yeah. Angus taking on Tasha Crane, Johnson's title, Jake Andrews versus the Sheik, heavyweight title, Santana Stark versus 3-time heavyweight champion Max Holiday. Hudson's taking on Blaylock, Elite Payne's taking on Cobra and Just Amazing. Cody Jones is going to be there, Bulletproof LLC is going to be there, Zach Hendricks is going to be there, Marcia Rocky's going to be there, JPH is going to be there, Palma Star is defending her title once again against Control.
Who do you have in the Hudson Blaylock match?
Oh, shit.
Be a really good match.
I'll probably go Blaylock.
I hope so.
I think I can go
I think he's
Blaylock.
got it in him for sure.
Yeah. It just kind of all depends on how everything plays out. I really want to know who JPH is going to be faced. I'm hoping it's Marcia.
Or if anyone from ARW interferes, or Creed's involved, you know, it's...
You think...
it's endless what could happen. You know, you never know.
It's probably best for Creed if he kind of just, like, sits back and not mess with his knee issue.
It doesn't seem like he would listen.
Yeah, you gotta play smart. You know, you gotta think long term. You know, you gotta
He's young and hungry, you know, it's... Get the best of him.
Yeah, a little pup. February 29th, guys, Shabbat Civic Center. Make sure you check out SCW Rampage. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come visit me and buy a t-shirt, too.
Yeah. You gonna wear your GFW t-shirt?
Maybe. If it's
Might as
clean.
well. You gotta promote the podcast now. That's kind of a thing.
I know.
That's why I wear GFW t-shirts all the fucking time. Especially the wrestling shows. Even Hunter
I
Payne
know.
wears a GFW wrestling t-shirt. They're probably the one thing he's ever done amazing in a ring. Yeah.
He wore the t-shirt, and you're still hating on him.
Yeah, it's crazy how life works out.
You're terrible.
Maybe
You
it
are
would have
terrible.
been different if he thanked me and Dizzle J for the shirt instead of just Dizzle J. I don't know. Maybe it's him who's being petty. I don't know.
Really. Petty.
Right? Yeah. Oh, fuck. Do you have anything else that we may have missed?
I don't think so.
No? Cool. Guys, make sure you check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW podcast. Their show gets released every single week. Audio versions on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and Podbean. Just by searching Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW podcast. Or the video podcast is released every week on YouTube as well. Do you want to do Dizzle J's ending part? Or I say that's all I got. He says it's time to ring the bell on this podcast. You want to do that part?
No.
No? Okay, fine.
Wait, what?
No, it's cool. That's all I got. Guys, it's time to ring the bell. As always, I am Travis C. This is Mrs. 33%. Right. Do you want to do the ending right with me? All you gotta do is say it's time to ring the bell on this podcast. When I say that's all I got. Okay?
Not good.
Perfect. That's all I got. Say it. Time to ring the bell on this podcast.
Time to ring the bell on this podcast.
Perfect. As always, I am Travis C.
I'm Dallas.
And thanks for listening to another episode of Just Freak Wrestling, the JSW podcast.